Hi everyone, it's Jeff from Mindseye. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start the free form of the second readings. So basically, I've been kind of busy. We did quite a few shows today, and still kind of watching the news, still listening out, looking through the articles, looking through how everything is going. And when we do this, you have to say, something else is going on. So when I see it, I go, there was something like really bad going on where everyone's just kind of not feeling it. So when I look at it, I go, holy cow, what was this? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What does everyone else need to know right now? He talks a lot about the DC pipe bomber today on another show, on how it just like was like catching wind. It was like cementing a deal. It was about like money imbalance. It was something odd. Something odd. All right, here we go. Like, sir. There's something that's not brewing as far as like growth. There's something not brewing as far as everything that needs to be seen in the Universal Collective. There's something like brewing to the point of like known to no end where you can't get it done on it. Like you just can't like say, no, I can't like give it up. Like I just can't give it up. So it really is not like a victory. This is usually the win card. This is like, yay, I did it. I won it. I'm fine. But when I see this, there's like it's something that's like mind boggling because I'm watching the behaviors as everyone's talking through interviews and like other podcasts and things. And this came out like so many times. The Eight of Swords. It's about like healing. It's about like a little deceitful. It's a little bit tied up. It's a little bit odd. It's a little bit odd. It has to do with like this king is this king of swords. It's very logical. It's odd with his law enforcement. It's law enforcement. I don't know why. It's a wishes fulfilled though. It really is. And again, this came out again. There's like no contract on the table. Like nobody understands why. So when you look at it and the Page of Pentacles comes out, it is young, it is old, it is solid, it is like an offer, it's like already there. Like you don't have to worry about it. And I'm like, what are we like talking about? This has got to be like way out there, maybe in diplomacy. But let's actually look at it because there's something about like Russia. There's something about Ukraine. There's something about Ivanka's husband, Kushner, over there talking about these things. There's talking about Prime Minister Netanyahu being pardoned. Let's look. What else do we need to know? You know, as far as love goes, with this cold full moon, take it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow. You know, you can do that proposal on Christmas and New Year's Eve, but slow planning. Slow planning if you're doing it at the end of this year, 2025. Here we go. There's like recklessness, this energy that flows through makes people a little reckless. It's no lack of spark, but it's there though. It's really nothing to read or look into or like correlate. But when I see this and I see the Seven of Pentacles, it's well planted, well manifested, slow growth in relationships. When I see this and I see the Nine of Pentacles, it's prudency. It's a well-paved path. I feel like these couples have been together for a very long time. So they already know how to heal. They know how to like regenerate. They know how to like bring it together. They also know about forgiving and like seeing past that person. There's something about dishonor that came in through. There's something about like sitting alone and like reflecting also that's coming in, or especially like you see it a lot around the 29th. When you see this, you see this was something really unhappy had come through. And when I see this and I see this Nine of Cups in reverse, it's highly discontented. Highly discontented. This really has to do with a lot of like inheritances. I had to say, like over the last few years, I'd have to say, look at all the like the heinous crimes had come through. I feel like there's something about inheritance. There's something about probate. There's certain things about tied up. There's certain things about investigations. There's certain things that there's like no going to it. There's just no going to it. So then, like, I see these money offers come in, and they're solid, they're good, they're contracted. They're like, no, like, I'm set, like, I should have my inheritance. And they're like, it's really not like that. There's something about, also too, on like retirement forms, like retirement forms, retirement funds. Like, it's really nasty, really, really nasty. So everyone, when you see this card, it should like reflecting everyone's emotions, where they're like, I just don't see what's going on, but I really do understand why, because you're doing an investigation, and they're like talking like that, and they heard the message because you see it, and they're like they're picking up like I can understand, but it should have been released by now. There's something like an IE and causes and clauses. When you see this and you go, the Three of Swords, it really does hurt. But then all of a sudden they walk in like they're not as like mourning, like a grieving. Something about waiting. It does slow down like hard and heavy on what it comes through. They're really not hearing. Like I'm noticing people, even the public. I'm watching the TV. The way that they're responding was like they're losing their hearing. So I'm saying, like, why are they even in court? Like their senses are so not right to their sinus cavities. So when I see this and I see this Two of Pentacles, I don't know why. Like this is like relating to like these storms, these hurricanes, these tornadoes had come in, and like debris through the wind. They're just not right. So the way that they're walking. Now, when I see this and I see this Two of Wands, there is a foresightfulness. But it's like less of a burden. Something comes through for many people that actually is like good. It's a little bit loose, but it really goes and flows through. It flows hard like through. Like you can't even get your words out. Now, when I see this, it is gonna be like debrief and like de-escalate and like de everything to people being like a drill instructor or drill sergeant on the way it needs to go. But this is causing such like a chaos on what they find in certain situations, even if you have never lost anything. So this is like a third occurrence. Like I just caught in the news. So out here in New Haven, Connecticut, we had a sea a seal, an animal in the road. And then we had the incident not long after about an elephant seal in South Africa. And now they're talking about a baby seal in walking into a coffee shop in somewhere like New Zealand or something like that. Like, where are they just appearing? Where's all these things coming from? There's like, I think this is like, there's no securement. Like, who's watching now? Like, seriously. Yeah. Okay, so they're talking about the pipe bomb suspect again. And I'm seeing this guy, like, he did not do his witchcraft correct. And he got constipated. He literally got constipated. Because he didn't do it right. It backfired so bad. He just can't even do this. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for inappropriately laughing at a criminal. But when I see this, I say, this is awful. This was karma. This is like hypervigilant lockdown. Whoever's taking care of them, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry because I already know as a nurse what's going to happen. And as someone who's practiced witchcraft before, you want to talk about imbalance, like more ways, like this guy's energy is so off. Like on the right side, he might have like Mars energy, and then the left side is like Neptune. I couldn't even believe it. Oh my god. In all honesty, like they're gonna try their best to do and like find out exactly what's going on with this guy because he's so locked up with his own issue of what he did, which is normal. It's normal in a crime. They're going to literally do this. That is where it stems from. There it is. It finally got out. That is what's holding up all of these issues. Is this one instance about retirements, military, law enforcement? I'm seeing like education retirements. Like, was this it? What we were looking for? Even with like President Biden? Because this is like, look at this. This card is the turning point. It's like walking away. Walking away. Oh my god. Okay, one more draw out of this deck. Like, how did you do that working alone? There's something number 5 with him. Odd. Okay, split of the deck is something that's not secure. We're not supposed to. We're not supposed to say anything or hear anything. But there is something about this. And let me tell you what my experience over the last 5 years was this oddness of like spiritual reform that was like change of status. Like, seriously, I can't even shuffle. My goodness. Here you go. When you see this, you see it's going to cause more difficulty because now, as a psychic, I'm seeing like it was drawn out. And when you see this and you see this like 3 of Wands in reverse, it literally means like how bad it literally can't even do. Like more of Ireland's is coming out of me. That like when you see this, it's not like horizontal, it's vertical to vertigo to like letting loose. Like I don't know why there's certain people who were more affected by this instant of health concerns. Because now I'm looking at Luigi Mangione. I'm looking at Luigi. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? There we go. So with Luigi, I would watch it because it like what I was seeing and hearing and reading. Yeah, some things were not done correctly upon approach, and other things there's something of like a less eel steel, like EELEIL, which I'd say that's like a horn rimmed devil right there. And when you look at it and you say the 8 of Cups in reverse, it's really nasty, like dragging your feet in the stand, walking away. This is something where you need to be like really, really hard intuition and instinct and psychic and knowing your like witchcraft, knowing the types of seasons where you're going to be able to pick up on how and why. I see a lot of people all of a sudden like sitting down because like I'm hearing his like intent high where you go hard and listen and you go, like, I think I need to have like an open discussion like prior to Christmas and a little bit towards New Year's about how to handle the next year's like finances. It looks so delusional and people are acting like wonky. And they're like, I swear to God, I didn't conspire to do this. I'm seeing all the widows of like law enforcement. They're like, I swear to God, I wasn't like doing anything, but I am just not right. I just like went and I did it. I had to go down and do a road race. I had to go down and do the bike ride. I had to do, he goes, and she goes, you know what was I supposed to do? So when you see this and you see this like page of pentacles, it is contractual to like hand contractures. See a lot of health, to where they're like, I can't even go into work. So then you go into the doctor and they're like, there's really nothing wrong. Trust me, I've been through it. Like I said, I spoke New Englander, like they, like something had broken my magician's like voice because my poor grandfather thought I was going to be deported, though I was born in the United States. So when I looked at this and I said, the two swords in reverse is railroad. I'm seeing like railroad spikes to like Penny on Tracks to the song. That's how like going this guy was. Go, 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 go. So you are gonna miss some messages. You're not gonna be like completely aligned or attuned. But it's gonna hurt when you find out certain things in some stories where like I didn't even know. I didn't even know. You see this? You see the chariot? It came in like full blast force. I would say 3, 3, and a P. So then when I look at pith, and I'm seeing Perth, and I'm seeing like direment, and then I'm looking at bayonets. I'm saying it was lines like um like EOD understands this, where in the air you have lines, the kinetic energy of lines connecting through. So everyone like somehow was connected with whatever has happened in multiple areas, even in the globe, wherever it was. And like you just don't understand who you're connected to. So when you see this and you see the King of Cups, you go, just sit and try to be yourself. Go back into your normal routine. That's how everyone is learning and seeing if they have like recovered from these instances. So let's talk about ice. Because there's something out, no victory and no Valkyries. I keep saying no victory and no Valkyries. I don't know why this deck wants to speak a little bit more today. When you see this, you go, no wind. Knights are air energy. They're quick. They're swift. There's no swiftness in this. It's strong though. You see this, you see justice. It's going to be like a quick cutaway. Quick cutaway. Again, it's something about psychic. Psychic, psychic. Hi, psychic. All right. All right, next deck. Ice. Safe streets. I see the sea. I see the ocean. I see oil rigging. I see yellow pipes. I'm seeing military orders. And then we're talking about military orders. Then we see this. And then it wasn't vetted. Wasn't source. They're on command. There's something about wishes fulfilled. Like it's like box effect. It's like super strong, but to the point of weak. It's an anaphylaxis and anaphylaxis like shock. It's like it really hurts. I don't know why I'm saying that. Healthcare executive murder suspect in court. There it is, George Floyd. 10-2. So signs and symbolisms will be their downfall. George Floyd case, convicted former police officer requesting trial. Yep, I could see that coming. Yep, he literally is a fly by night. And you're looking at him and you're looking at the public defenders. You're looking at the attorneys and the prosecutors. And they're like, what is this? What is this? So then when I look at Clearwater, I'm saying, where's the sharks? Where's the hammerheads? So then all of a sudden you bring it in and you're like, where's the atonement? Where the atonement is. It's causing like disrupt and chaos everywhere. It really isn't. It really isn't. So then you look at Gulf, to the Gulf. I'm not seeing anything in like the Gulf of Mexico, but I'm seeing like more Antarctica. Like it's like all over the place. There's energy. I feel like this individual, whoever was like trolling or multiple, they've seen like fire and they talk about not looking into the fire where it's coming out of them. Ice. There's no like turbulent enforce. There's no there's like a go to it, go to it, go to it, go to it, and you go. There's like a type of like move on and like something about water, ice. Why no ice, no ice? It's cold. It freezes. It's like dry ice. Antarctica is a type of freeze. Yeah, there's something about a freeze that they were like something was odd. I can't even talk about that. It's so disturbing. You have to excuse me on that. All right, struggle. They're talking about struggles. Like they're calling them like container issues, and it brings me back to Jimmy Hoffa. So when you see this pause, huge pause. So let's talk about tea and rebar. And what is tea and rebar? Tea and rebar is a type of incident that happens to an individual that when it is placed into them, unbeknownst to them, they go to like a star. So they're like this, and then they're like this, like Patrick from SpongeBob. And then they're walking like that, and they're like, hold up, hold up, hold up, and then they drop like back and then to their forward, and then they go into a recovery position on their side, and they're like, no, 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 a clock. And then they're like 10-2, 10-2, 10-2. Now, T and rebar can be removed from somebody. Usually they have a key. It is high crimes, high crimes. But the thing with Jimmy Hoffa was that is he like buried underneath that football field? What was Teamsters doing? Because Jimmy was running something, and he was incarcerated. He did spend time there because we need to know why there's no seal. And then they're looking at like planes, trains, and automobiles, and then they're watching the flight patterns again. It's like rolling in through and like boiling down like roll tide down to Alabama. You go down to Alabama and you look at it and you go, what is the Biffy? Biffy. Right back to Jimmy Hoffa. Mother was well. She was so well. Like you just go and you can go talk to her. Anyone could go talk to her. He sat very honorably. He took after his father. And when you see this and you see the hermit, there is a type of solitude. So there was nothing upon him, nothing within him. He never was in on like a spouse or a girlfriend or anything of what he would call a mate. When you see this, you go, it was something was really unhappy to a tune, a song. He's showing me like Elvis Presley. He's showing me Johnny Cash. He's showing me Rent Rue, which is June Carter and Loretta Lynn. And I would just leave it to that. And I see the number two to the cut. So there's something about mafia with him. So when I look at it and I go Queen of Cups, I don't see spades, I do see diamonds, and I do see clubs in the threes. Not 2 3, I see 3 3. And when I see the three of cups, it was like stacking cups, like a game, like bong, like beer pong. It's a type of like a magician's trick. And when you look at it and you go, this means like disappointment and loss. It alleviated whatever was going on with Jimmy Hoffa because this is how it was related with the DC bomber. And then it like for Jimmy, it like walked in. It literally walked in. So then when I'm looking at it and it's like going fast forward, I hear slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Right. So we got Jimmy. There's something in New Jersey. There's something about child's play. There's something that law enforcement was like hearing and hurrying and like Harry and they were going right through. And it was something was known in law enforcement. So when you walked outside and you saw the kids do it, like an odd behavior, you just brought them in. So when you look at this and you go, the two of pentacles means something about coins. Like kids were playing with coins. Jimmy Hoffa, kids playing coins, railroad tracks to the spikes. Then you go to the spikes. There's 9 of them. I don't know why I'm saying like 11 makes it ill. It's IEL now. It's like a type of reform, like a type to like there's something about a marriage. Something about a marriage. They're known. They're known. We're not to know who is this marriage, who escorted something in. They're a happy family. They're very prudent. They want us to know. They're not a spark off. There is a degree of like money hoarding, like lies, laundering, and like e-baits. Hidden motives, high end deficiencies. It's odd. It's odd because I'm seeing them do this. Because there's a partnership. So you got that marriage and you got that partnership. Why is this? This is creepy tonight. So I see this as this is like not what we want to remember because we said if we found it and we heard it and we caught it, what we're going to do, we had to work everything about ourselves. Everything, even in the public. They literally like listen to everything. Everything is taken into account. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. So out here, the wind is kicking up. I'm seeing shot to pieces. I do see the letter B. I do see the flu. I do see the way the flu is. There's something like born. Reminds me of polio. I'm seeing in just 2 countries. It is odd. It's really scary. So that's why everyone's like universal precautions. You already know. You just already know. Normal, be up to date. So when I look at this, it is a type of wheel of luck. It's like a windmill, like throwing out wind and current and energy. You're not going to be able to find this windmill. It is a type of wealth that comes in. It does kind of, I'm asking energy. What does it mean by ash? Ash. havoc. It's like a debris, like debris even from the like the storms, the storm currents, the rip currents, wind currents. I can see the lines. It's hidden game now. It's an odd. It's a 39. You see, this is like they're gifted if you find it and you do it. I'd say there's something about wealth that's coming in the next like 3 to 5 days, weeks, months, minutes. It all depends on the person. When you see this, the God means like alone. Alone. You'll see it in alone. Something comes in strong. When you see this and you go, it's a type of like trolling. 9 mariners held by Houthi rebels arrive in Manila. Form a gate. Britain is absurd. Ever since Brexit happened, like they've been talking about like how bad like the trolling with movies and TV shows. They're like it's like The Handmaid's Tale. It's already like rising up. Like they had enough. Rome and the Pope are still talking about how everything like happened. Like this is like rising up. Everyone like what did they do? What did they do? Now when you see this, you see joy, happiness. You see Woon Ho, it's the type of chariot also. It's a chariot. They're talking about that came through the Elohim. Something about living, Elohim, living, biblical. When you see this, you see Righto, like going about, like people are in their cars and like, that's your chariot. That's it. That's all you do. When you see this and you go instinct, it's like a lot. It's like right here. It's like a repeat and repeat. It's like the worst memories of things that have happened before. Hi, Clarence. All right, there's something about getting together that we just can't do. So when you see this and you go, there's something defensive about getting togethers. There's something about like a smoking, like smoking cessation. There's something about like being good on it. When you see this and it goes like, I don't feel like the universe sent like whatever has come through hard about these repetitive signs. I feel like there's something like energy was brought back to these events, like Jimmy Hoffa out here. It's like the Tallinn Three. It's like Jennifer Farber Doulos. It's like cementing the deal. When you cement the deal, like all of these old crimes, these missing people, the disappearances, like they're like, I swear to God, it's happened before. It's like almost like you got to readdress it. It's almost like your ancestors are like, you got to say it again. You got to say it again. You got to do it again. When you see this, when you see a warrior, I can't even get it out. Like everyone's like stressing it. It has to do with heritage. Like it has to do with heritage. Something at night. Something at night. I'm not seeing like normal Eastern Standard Time, like a 5 to 9. It's somewhere odd. It'd be somewhere like Argentina, Greenland, something like that. And it causes like the end of the like a done, like a DUNE to dune. I don't know why I said that. All right. What else? Let's take out a look at another deck. Let's look at an oracle. Something hard still wants to come out. Literary Witch's Oracle. Here we go. All right, first one is they work alone, heavily planted and rooted. They're very mysterious, whatever is coming through. And when you see this, you go, there's a type of resolution. Here you go. So when you see this, you go, there's a type of like community also working with individuals. And there's like a transformation, like a transitioning, like like someone has like home services, like visiting nurses, PT, OT speech, and they have like a transition team. Could be even like all forms, like a probation, parole, anything like that transition team. And there's like still healing going on. And then they're trying to figure out there's something about belonging, but that's like heavily guarded. I feel like there's actually individuals in the United States and many countries that something actually odd happened. And when you go and you visit like the town, they're like, oh, please don't go near. And they're like their own way politely, or like, oh, we're just working over here. But there's like noise ordinance. So there's like you'll see it soon in February. Everyone's like, don't you dare scream. Don't you dare make a noise. Don't you dare turn on the lights at this time. Because there's something about like slow justice coming in. It could because it was so faded, whatever happened, and so unpredictable. Like you look at them, they're like, but they're still going on strong. They're like, yeah, that's part of rehab. It's part of rehab. Like I gotta get out and I gotta try. And they're like, no, 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 don't you understand like what you've been through? You understand? So that's like appearing, and then they worry about like the things that we're encountering, where people are knocking on our door and kicking us out of the house randomly from the cartels and stuff. So there is loss. They're worried about that. There's something about like being grounded, and then lastly, with this, they're talking about transformation, like huge transformation. It's ancient past. It's about lore. So when you see these people, they tap in and they tune in really hard to their heritage and their culture, their past lives, everything about their like soul existence, and they go, no, I would do it this way. Alrighty. Something about disconnected clearance. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. What else do we need to know? Here's the the Starseed Oracle. Before we call it a night. What do we need to know for the next 7 days? Right up to the 11th. Here we go. It's something about like embrace your weirdness, face your true north. That's okay. That's okay. And then you go seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. There's something about like making something known in the public and in personal lives. There's something about power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. I'm seeing them look at like the grids, all forms of grids down to tic-tac-toe. When I see this, it says you're part of a team and calling support. I feel all of a sudden like people are saying, yes, you can come and visit this person again. You can come over and see these people after what has happened in America and multiple countries. When you see this, when we were talking about the hostage situations, it was everywhere. It was everywhere. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, like got in. Yep, yep. Some people are gonna be like, yeah, we need to clean out your house. Yeah, we gotta wean you off some medications. And then you go, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Yep, yep. You gotta be really creative where they still show up to work. When you see this, you say action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. There's like a type of leeway when people actually start hearing everything. As I'm looking at the Christmas tree right now, I don't know why it takes precedence with Abraham Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson and Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson, the way that the energy is in the back of the president and the first lady right now, like I'm watching the TV, the way that brings in and the way that the two spotlights are on, that you can't even give a gift. Can't even give a gift. As someone who's lived through that, and feeling like as low as I've been, even as a visiting nurse, and my husband working like really hard in the military and at the DoD, where we just couldn't even afford gifts for each other for like 8 years, and still to this day, you go like, where's the money going? It made no sense for many people. So when you see this, like, what is the best gift? I guess is that we're healthy to the best of our ability, and that we're here with each other. Like that's not real. That's not reality. You're right. It's not real. It doesn't make Instagram. So when you look at it and we settle another word today, I have to say, yeah, to a degree. To a degree. Now, when I see that we settled another war, I see money, I see a little bit of fame, I see another like nature and fortune to a fortitude. But when I see the fortitude, I'm just kind of like breaking up like the energy. I'm seeing the energy. I have to go, there's something about this where you just can't even get it done. When you go and you see everything, you go, holy cow, holy cow. Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. There's something about this where everyone's like, nope, heard it. We heard it. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, means we already have the answers. We already have the answers within us on what to do. Don't question what you did, even if it's different than your spouse or your children. So when you see multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Yep, absolutely. Everyone's like, oh, everyone's having acid reflux all of a sudden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. That's what it wants for like the next week. Rest, rest, rest. And that's all you need to know. So with that being said, that's all we have to say for tonight, and we'll chit chat again on the 11th on Patreon. That is a paid reading, and that is a 2026 year reading. And then on the 13th, we'll get to chit chatting again on here. But with that, have a good night, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.